At the 20th frame, we want to move it back to the original position. That's why I put a -10 for the degrees. And pretty much the sequence that I was doing for the torso, I'm going to be applying to the chest. We have the 10th and 20th frame. Those keyframes I really like. We can just duplicate that with Shift D, duplicate that for the 30th and the 40th frame, and then duplicate it again for the 50th and the 60th frame. You can see now when we press play and then just review our animation, this already looks pretty cool for Raz the Rabbit. Having just moved the torso and the chest, we already have a pretty cool idle animation for the character with the way the rig works. We could even just export this right now and just call it a day. But, you know, I like to continue to learn and possibly add on to this animation as best as I can. It looks like maybe I was changing something for the 10th frame. Maybe I want more of an emphasis for the movement. That's why I put a rotation of -15 for the 10th frame. And if we're changing the movement and I want the movement to be consistent, I would need to do the same thing for the 30th frame and also for the 50th frame. That's why you see me changing it on the fly like this. Since I did that for the 10th frame, I have to do the same for the other frames since they share pretty much the same value. So I did that for the 30th, -15. You could do it individually, or you could just delete the keyframes that you have on the 30th frame to the 60th frame. That way you don't have to do things individually. You can just duplicate the sequence again if that's much easier for you. Normally that is for me to just copy and paste. I selected the keyframes on the 10th and 20th frame, Shift D, duplicate the keyframe for the 30th and 40th keyframe, and then duplicate it again for the 50th and 60th keyframe.